So, I said I'd be honest with you all, like to keep me honest, keep me accountable. So I'm gonna be real. I failed the dopamine detox after like 4 days. So for the first 4 days, I was on my phone for about an hour total over the 4 days, and that was only because I was using a ab workout app on my phone. So that was the timing. And then yesterday, yeah, I watched YouTube for like 5 or 6 hours yesterday. So, yeah, here to talk about the addictions. It's actually kind of scary because, so yesterday, right, I'll set the scene. Okay, yesterday I took the day off. It was my sports day for my last year ever of, I suppose you could say high school, yeah, before college. So my last year ever, my last sports day, I took it off because my exams for that decide whether or not I go to college are in like 4 or 5 weeks. So I was like, I need to catch up, I need to start studying. Because, I really should have started studying like a year ago, but, here we are. And I did fuck all. Yeah, so basically how it started was, right, okay, so I started getting urges for, no fap, and I was like, okay, this obviously isn't good, so this kept on annoying me and, like, distracting me when I was trying to study, so I was like, okay, here's the plan, right? I'll open up my phone, just go into Discord, be like, guys, help me, I've got urges, blah, 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 blah. Maybe watch a YouTube motivational video when the urges leave, and then just go right back to studying. So, I went onto YouTube, watched one video, and strangely enough, like, the urges went. And, like, 9 out or 5 or 4 or 6 hours later, I was still watching YouTube, didn't go back to studying. It's crazy. So, I think some of my two biggest addictions, like at the moment, probably they would have to be porn and YouTube, and they're working together. It seems like to bring me down. Yeah, because I don't even know if they were actually, because like the urges that I had, like the urges just disappeared instantly the second I went onto YouTube. So it's like they're trying to target me. Anyway, one thing that I've done, I've obviously it's not my unique idea. I stole it off like a gazillion other people, but rather than just calling it urges, I've personified it, and obviously, stealing hams as Jeffrey. So obviously Jeffrey's just, he's smarter than I thought. Like the first 4 days of the dopamine detox were easy, no urges, nothing. It was fine, studying, working out, everything was good. And then Jeffrey he got me. It was the first fight and I lost. I mean, I'd rather watch YouTube than fail to porn. So I mean, it's not like a complete L, but it's still pretty bad. Yeah, it's scary how many addictions there are, how powerful it is. Like, my exams are in around 5 weeks that decide whether or not I'm going to go to college, and I haven't started studying yet. Well, and I've got like 8 subjects, 2 years worth of stuff in each, and I haven't started studying yet. I've got like 5 weeks. So it's stupid, but so at least like the YouTube I watched, it was kind of beneficial for a while. Then I just started watching black pill stuff again. Oh, and I didn't work out either. So it was a great day all in all. But it was actually such a bad day that I'm kind of grateful for it. Because one of the videos that I ended up watching was one of Hamza's unfiltered ones, and it was writing goals. And one thing he said that I actually like really, yeah, I'll say it inspired. Yeah, it really inspired me was the unreasonable. I can't even remember what he said actually. Something about being like goals that are unreasonably reasonable. So they're like almost so ridiculous that you can achieve them. Pause, hydration break, and posture check. Yeah, so I worked it out. I have to study 2 years worth of stuff in 25 days, right? For example, I have to study 15 chapters today and work out and make this video. Yeah, it's a tough day. I've written out the goals, and it is incredibly unrealistic, but I think that's actually, it's finally giving me a purpose, at least for this month. Obviously, I don't know what I'm going to do after that for summer. Summer's going to be either really good. I mean, they're going to be like Chad, or just like a fucking Jeffrey. I don't know. But anyway, so I've got direction now for this next month, because the goals are so ridiculous that I kind of can't think about them. I just have to do it because I don't have enough time to just sit back and be like, maybe I should study. I just had to fucking do it. So that's good in a way, I guess. But yeah, the addictions are combining together to team up on me. It's really like just right. So let's set the scene again. I'm a brilliant storyteller now, but over like the Easter holidays, so like 2 weeks ago. Damn, my chin's actually not looking that bad. Someone pointed it out. You know, one of the videos that I was having a double chin, and I know. And honestly, I thought the fat would just go as I worked out because I'm actually burning fat everywhere else, but it's kind of staying there. So I did like a chin losing exercise thing. You know, so, it's back again, but it's getting tighter. So you know, who knows? Cause yeah, the chin. Anyway, sorry, distracted. Anyway, so over Easter, I went to the cinema with my friend. You know, that's fine. It's. I know, like, I'm just like, oh no, telly, don't do that, don't play the Xbox. But, you know, it was just a one-time thing, you know, with my friend, it was fine. And instead of having popcorn, I smuggled an apple into the cinema. So, you know, self-improvement, like, fitness, diet, and all that good stuff. Anyway, so the movie was The Batman, right? And it was 3 hours long, and it wasn't bad, okay? But one thing that I realised, now, this might, like, come as a shock to some people because it's quite obvious to most people, but, I realised, like, most movies, including that one, the entire point of it was to make a second one, right? Like that, there was 3 hours of basically nothing, and then at the very end, it's a cliffhanger. It's like, oh my god, now we're gonna have a second one. So it's like just like an introduction to the real movie. It's just a money scam. And I said that to my friend. And he's like, well, obviously all movies are like that, and yet people still watch them. That's crazy to me. But anyway, so not only that, but like. When you walked into the cinema, the very first thing you smell is like the wave of popcorn and like pick mix, all those like sugars and all that shite. That's all you smell. And like, you know, in order to get your ticket, you have to stand beside like the drinks and like the popcorn and everything, like as if it's like. And then there's ice cream as well, and it's like all just trying to force you to consume when you're already watching a movie that's like 3 hours long. You're already consuming enough, and they're just forcing more on you. And there's a McDonald's and a KFC beside the cinema. So my friend obviously got McDonald's. I didn't because, you know, Sigma male. But yeah, no, I don't like it. Anyway, it's just surrounded. The whole world is just one big addiction. You go to watch a cinema, which is just one form of consumption, and then there's the fast foods and sweets, and it's everywhere. And then we were getting the train home, and oh my god, it was horrendous. Like a group of like, say 6 or 7, I want to say like 13 or 14-year-olds, right, sat down beside us on the train. They were all vaping and they were all drinking alcohol, right? That's the world we live in. Vaping and drinking on like a Wednesday afternoon. Well, I mean, it was on holidays, but just like, and they're only like 13. It's fucking crazy. Addiction is genuinely everywhere. Like, and so you still have like all the drugs, obviously, and alcohol and cigarettes and like weed and all that. But even outside of that, like that's what our parents and their parents would have had to face. But we have to face even more. Yeah, it's actually, just think about it. It's actually kind of scary. Kind of scared that I don't have like the will to fight against them all at the same time. Like I had like the Xbox, Netflix, YouTube, porn, junk food. It's everywhere. I mean, I quit the Xbox. Haven't played that in like a month. Haven't watched Netflix in like 2 months. Haven't eaten junk food either. Put the YouTube and the porn, like just think that, like, I had 5 addictions, and I'm a teenager suffering from 5 addictions. It's crazy.